I was just crushed, you know. It was a stressful day. I woke up a little sick this morning. I told them I didn't really even want to tell my coaches. I just funniest thing happened. Some guy walks up to me in the lobby and he goes, "Hey, take a picture with my daughter," and shoves her in my face. And I was like, "All right." She's like screaming, crying, and then she wouldn't stay with me, so I had to give her back. We took a picture together, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I was gonna go to open workout, but my daughter's deathly sick." And I was like, dude. So I think that's what got me. But so I woke up this morning. I was pretty stressed out all day, just like I felt awful all day. Then when I started warming up, I felt really good. A lot better. I told my coaches, like, look, let's do a light warm up. I know that once I get started, I had an amazing camp, and I knew once I got started to flow, I could get through it. I know tomorrow is going to be rough, but we did it, and it was awesome as far as feeling my flow out there and just being a little bit more calm and picking my shots. I felt like I was picking them apart, feeling my flow from the get. I was figuring them out. I thought it was one of my best performances until, getting caught.
Yeah, you do sound a little sick right now, a little stuffed up. You were in trouble at the end of the first round. I mean, that was tight. Can you tell us, how close that was to finishing it, or did you feel safe in there?
It was getting tight and then loosening up, He was making adjustments. I was fighting it. I was doing all the things that I needed to do to create space. And, luckily the bell rang, but I felt like I was going to get out. So, but I knew that he was going to keep trying to go back to it. So in between rounds, we said, let's, make sure I had head position. But one of the things we worked on was head position to strikes. And in between that, I kept forgetting, like, by a second or two to get my head back to the, to where it should have been. And that allowed my head being here and him to be able to snap my head down and just jump into stuff. And we knew that once I started touching him up, that he was going to get desperate and really, like, try to go for stuff. And he's big and long, and it was tricky.
Other than those two submission attempts, you were looking really good on the feet. It seemed like you were coming in your head. Did you feel like, I'm winning this fight?
Oh, 100%. Going into the second round, I was felt a little bit more calm, more like in tune with his punches that he was throwing. I was landing big body shots, big leg kicks. Everything I wanted to execute, I was doing. I missed a few big shots that were in the first round, but I wanted him to have have some respect right off the bat. So like I said, other than one jab, the first jab he landed, I was tracking his lead hand, and then it was so long, he just hit me in the nose, and I was like, oh, there it is. Okay. So then from then on, I was like moving, and I felt, like I said, I felt great, and I messed up.
The guillotine choke that finished it, can you talk about that? Was it tight right away? Was it an adjustment he made? What was it?
It was tight right away. He had like a lock, and then I was fighting. I was kind of shaking him, and I fought him, and he only had, I felt like, one hand. And I grabbed his arm, his wrist. I felt okay. And then he grabbed his hand, but I still felt like I could pull out. And then he like readjusted. I felt his legs get a little higher on my back. And then it like crushed my head. And it's like my neck just flared up. And I panicked. And I felt like I was gonna die.
You've been in there with the absolute best of the best. I know you want to sit here and praise your opponent or whatever, but evaluate it, because people are looking at this kid now as like he's a legitimate contender in the division. Do you feel like his talent is out there with the best in the weight class?
I think he's still got some work to do, but obviously all the tools are there, because you can't teach poise and determination. He's got that. That's why he's undefeated. That's why he's come from behind all of his fights. And so yeah, all the other little skills he'll learn, he'll get better. And I expected to see a better version of him today. And he came out here and he stood right in front of me, didn't have much respect, and was like, let's throw down. And I was, it was a good fight. But he did the little bit extra and won.
Last thing for me, I know you were blocking everything out before the fight. Now it's over, contract's over. Give me an idea of what's next. What's the move from here? What's the hope on your end? Is it testing free agency? Is it hoping to get back in the UFC? What's your plan?
I don't know. It stings. It's like it just gets thrown back in your face. So, well, you just don't win the big ones then. So it's like, what am I going to say? So, well, I'm sure we'll negotiate. Dana said, let's make a deal. Right now, he was outside the cage. But it's like, do I gotta crawl back and say, okay, I'll take that deal you offered me that I said no to? So we'll see. like I said, I'm gonna enjoy family with over the Christmas, all that, and try not to be in low spirits because I thought I fought great, just didn't get the ending I wanted.